I sit before you today a penitent man. Rockstar in recent years have very much disappointed me with their outputtings. Now, I've been a big advocate for the, I guess, the anti-hype surrounding GTA. I believe GTA wasn't even close to what it was meant to be. Red Dead Redemption, on the other hand, I gave a 7. I'm sorry, it didn't deserve a 7. I don't know, what else was I say? LA Noire, I gave a 6. I'm really sorry, that didn't deserve a 6. And the issue is Rockstar hype. It's the one thing they do very well. They release one game a year and they really focus their efforts on it. They also hold you to task worse than anybody else. The reason I'm telling you this is because I'm about to review Max Payne 3 and I'm about to give it the best score I've ever given anything in my life.
Tá tranquilo. Fica nessa parede, seu americano de merda. Que porra tá acontecendo aqui? Que merda tá acontecendo aqui?
Haven't you figured out I don't speak your fucking language?
Seu gringo de merda! Cala a boca, seu gringo!
That's right, I may be a moron, but here's the thing. I ain't quite as dumb as I seem.
I guess I'll have to break it down very quickly for you. Let's go down to the presentation. Now, the game itself shifts away from the comic book style of the previous ones. It goes into that Michael Mann, Heat, very much Kane and Lynch. In the same way that Alan Wake was Alone in the Dark done correctly, this is Kane and Lynch done correctly. It's gritty, it's dark, it takes you places you may or may not want to go, and it does it in true Max Payne style. And the voiceovers, the visuals, everything about it makes you feel like you're there. I think it was actually the same week that it came out, some of the local TV stations were playing Man on Fire, and that was unbelievably appropriate because that was the first thing that popped into mind when you're going through this game. And everything comes together really well in this. There's a few audio glitches here and there, there's a few visual glitches particularly, but all up, I'm going to have to give the presentation on this one a 9 out of 10.
We'd come in here to hide, not very successfully as things turned out.
Freeze!
As opposed to what? Disco dance?
And now we go to the gameplay, and this is where your mileage may vary. There's subtle things in this game that have always been there in the Max Payne series. It's the difficult enemies, it's the painkillers not kicking in straight away, it's the diving. Obviously it's known for its bullet time technology where obviously time slows down, you get to shoot your enemies a lot better, you reload faster, everything like that. It's the one advantage you have in battle. Now, that's all there in spades. The other things is why the gun handling, if you have like an AK or something and you're using a pistol, he holds it because he doesn't have anywhere else to put it. Words can't describe how great a touch like that it brings to this game. And there's plenty of other ones like it that really elevate it to that level. And despite there being a couple of times when the aim was a little bit off or this was an issue or that was an issue, again, I have to say, gameplay, 9 out of 10. Now, if we're going mathematically, that's a 9 out of 10. Max Payne is receiving my first ever, wait for it, 10 out of 10. Everything about this game is what we should be aiming for. I loved it, and maybe it's because I went in with no expectations of anything but I loved it. It's as simple as that. I bought the season pass of DLC. After all my rambling on DLC, I bought it because I just hoped it was even remotely as close as it was. That should speak testament to how good this game is. Rockstar Vancouver / the rest of you, valet, you've done it. You've brought me back to the Rockstar camp, and I never thought it possible. I never ever thought it would happen.